is Fidelis ayebea, an ex-director of Jubilee Life Mortgage Bank. My journey at Jubilee Life Mortgage Bank was quite interesting. I must really appreciate those years, because those were my formative years in terms of being an entrepreneur and beginning a business. Jubilee Life was envisioned by Pastor Olufemi Olatunji, who, as the managing director of Gateway Bank at that time, felt that members of the Redeemed Christian Church of God would benefit greatly and monumentally from owning their own properties, their own abode and what have you, in an easier way through an institution called mortgage bank, or an institution that is mortgage banking, right? Of course, in management we had a mix of the good, the difficult, and the strange, which is usually the mix in the corporate world. But all said and done, Baba Ohiwere, Elder Ohiwere, managed to, steer the ship until this moment, until he finally retired. I retired a few years ago when I had spent between 17 and 18 years on the board of the company. Thoroughly enjoyed myself on the board, contributed my own quota under the leadership of Elder Ohiwere, Elder Felix Ohiwere, who of course is my father, my mentor, and my leader for life. One that whose shoes is still too difficult for a lot of us, to fill. But we're hoping that, like he has left an indelible, an enviable mark in the corporate world, when we also exit the corporate world, we would leave shoes, maybe those that cannot match his own, but that people will also cherish for many years to come. Jubilee still remains a very important institution to my, person and my mind. And I don't want to consider a world outside of Jubilee that does not exist. I want Jubilee Mortgage Bank to remain for as long as God wills. What mortgage banking should be is provide loans to their customers at sub 10%. Anything higher than 10% will not work. Now the question is, where will the bank raise such monies, right? Not from the current customer deposit base that is available today. And therefore, that whole thing needs to be, redefined by central bank. And if central bank is not doing it, then it will be better for Jubilee Life to become a commercial bank. And that is something it must do if it must survive. My advice is that they must keep the flag flying. And the only way to keep the flag flying is ensure, that they run the place accountably, with character, with the kind of integrity that bankers should have because they are custodians of other people's um, money.